hello, hello, hello. It's a warm one. Let me just put all the fans on. The fans are on. You won't be able to hear me. The fans. Loads of fans. Dan says, did I miss a meltdown? No, you didn't. Because you were early. And Zeb says, London's burning indeed. It's warm out there. It is warm. Warm. It is a warm one. Bang. Crash. Oh. So what should we talk about tonight? Anything or nothing? Or everything? Everything and nothing? I do not know. Mind you, the wind is blowing. The wind is picking up. I'm hoping that there will be a thunderstorm to break the weather. But it's been 34 degrees in Locktowns today. A horrible 34 degrees inside. Jason is here. But yeah, that weather, eh? Warm. It's a warm one. I think it got to 39 in our neck of the woods, which if you add it up is something like 100 and 108, 107 or I don't know, degrees, which is hotter than that time was in Vegas, which I think reached 105. But we went and picked the kids up, and there was a hot breeze, not a cool breeze, a hot breeze. Never felt that before. That was a new one. Don't worry, it's only global warming, folks. Nothing to worry about. Gino says London will be 10 degrees cooler tomorrow, 29. Yeah, and even that's still warm. Again, because all these buildings are highly insulated. Because remember, the government went on about everyone insulating. So when it is warm, it's like living in a brick kiln, and it is unbearable. It really is unbearable. And it's not like we have a garden that we can go and sit in and get hot and go inside and go, oh, it's cooler in here, like we used to do. So it's very much, you know, an impossible mission of sitting and stewing in your own juices. So there you go. I don't know what the temperature is now. Can't see the thermometer from here. Colston said it's 34 here in Cardiff. Again, it's what at the moment? Oh, today. I think it's, I don't know, I've got my watch on. I don't know what the temperature is at the moment. But, oh, the dog's come back. I don't know if we can, should do a bit of dog cam? Let's have a look at a bit of dog cam. There is dog cam. We have dog. Dog cam. Make it a bit smaller. Make it a bit bigger. I'll do that. We have dog cam. Stay here in front of the fan. We have fans everywhere. I've got a fan here. Got a fan over there. I'm sitting in a veritable draft. Oh, now under wind. Oh, got to see the curtains blowing. We're going to have curtain cam now. Look at the curtains blowing. Oh my goodness. Curtain cam. Back to dog cam. See, don't get anywhere else. You're getting that nowhere else. Now Jim says it's 22 in London. Oh, I don't know about that. It's a bit warmer than that out there. I've just come back from walking the dog. Because we can only take her out like early in the morning and in the evening. It's too hot to walk. It's too hot to walk. Now that's enough of dog cam. If there's any more developments, we will reactivate dog cam later on. Oh, it's a bit quiet in here tonight. Is everyone melted? Is it 22? Only 4 likes. Come on. Hit me with the likes. Anyone? Anyone? Any more for any more? I'll tell you what was good. It's not really good. But they've YouTube in its infinite wisdom, our overlords, have unlock the shop side of things, so I can link it back to my Teespring account or Spring account or whatever it's called now, and Shopify as well, so we can sell t-shirts and mugs again. Hooray! So yeah, I don't know if I can do that. We've got the select products to show them in your products section. Okay. I think you'll need one of these. You'll need a COVID-19 mug. You'll need a It's Ruined Now Touched It mug. That's always good. Hot beverage mug. Yeah. About a prog on mug. Let's just do mugs. So I'm just going to hit you with loads of product. Where's the t-shirts? You can have a prog on t-shirt. There you go. Do that. Hey. And I've ruined it t-shirt. There you go. There we go. There you go. There's loads of stuff. Pick a product to pin to chat. Okay. Let's do this. Let's pin this to. It's a ruined t-shirt. You can now get your ruined t-shirt. Yay! Look at that. Thanks, YouTube. I can now fill the world with more crap. Thank you. Jay says, horribly hot today. Walked to the shops, got 10 minutes in, and my forehead felt like I had 2 taps running on full. What do I think death feels like? That doesn't feel like anything. Oh no, the second one's not you again. Oh, we're doing that again, are we? Oh God, really? We have to do that? You know this is boring. You know that. Do you know how boring you are when you do this nonsense? It's not me. It's not me. Oh, let me just have a look. Yeah, you're right. It isn't you, is it? Oh dear. Oh, what's that? Joined on the 13th of July. Oh well. That's unfortunate, isn't it? Goodbye. Bye-bye. We're doing that again, are we? It's really boring, you know. Don't think you realise just how boring you are. You haven't been hacked. He's just spoofed you, Jason. He's spoofed you. Don't worry. He's dealt with now. Again, you know, we have to deal with this because stupid people like doing stupid things. It's what they do. They can't help themselves. But don't worry. It's what we do. It's what we have to deal with. You know, it's all bullshit, isn't it? Really. Remember, you know, useless people do this nonsense. But Jason, you should be okay now. I know it's you, don't worry. It's been dealt with. Fasana says, I'm one of the old faithful. Do you get a spanner? I don't know. I don't know. It depends. I don't know. I don't know. When did you sign up to YouTube, Fasano? If you get the date right, I'll give you a spanner. Tom Pink says, hey Darren, not Jason Colston, no. But are you Tom Pinks? That's the question. Oh dear. Yeah, you appear to be the right person. Oh dear. How's the summer? Oh, it's alright. It's just it's been 39 degrees and 34 inside because we live in a brick kiln, as I was explaining. And so, I mean, I don't mind summer. I like nice weather about 21, between 21 and 24 degrees. That's my limit. And then when it starts getting up past 30, you know, it gets a bit stupid, doesn't it? Really. Fasano says, Fasano hasn't been around that long. Well, he might have been. Who knows? It's good. I can add all sorts of things. Look, I can add a hot beverage mug. It's great. They've allowed me to be stupid with stuff. Hooray! Pink says, I'm a spring autumn guy. Not too cold, not too hot. Yeah, my favourite is September. I like September. It's a good month, September. Get rid of all the stupid heat and into that nice autumnal slide. You know, spring as well. You know, not a big fan of winter anymore. I used to be, but now, you know, when you get older, you go, oh, it's too cold, and then it gets too hot. But yeah, I think spring and autumn are the best bets. I agree with you there. Dan says, evening Darren, hot days in Britain, indeed. That'd be fine. It can't be global warming, can it? Can it be global warming? I don't know. I'm sure everything's fine. Jason says, why do they do this? I don't know. You're asking the wrong person. G-Man says, I found that 26 degree up here in the north is a lot more tolerable than 26 in London. London heat is stifling. I think it's to do with because there's more people. And the buildings, and again, I remember when we used to live in Norwich, driving back from Norwich into London, you could actually feel, as you got closer to London, you could actually feel the heat. It's really, really weird. And then when you went in the other direction, you could feel it cool again. And I just remember my very first night when we had the shop and taking Alex out and being really cold because it was September the 20 something or other. And I came back and said to the missus, blimey, this is a cold place. It's not like where we'd left. But yeah, it's funny old business, isn't it? Manky Boots says, I'm off. The computer can't cool down with the hair over 30 degrees. See you next time. See you, Manky. Pink says, do you remember dancing in September? No, I don't remember anything. Colson says, been getting into Amel and the Sniffers today. Knifey is really good. You're absolutely right. I concur. I'm a big fan. Colson says, do you think overpopulation is a real problem? Yeah, sure. I think we should just get rid of everyone. Just be me. Just be me. I'd be quite happy with that. We have a finite amount of resources, a finite amount of land, a finite amount of everything, yet we act as if everything is infinite. We talk about perpetual growth, which is unsustainable economically, in terms of the population's too old, we need more. We have a very bizarre way of looking at the world. We go on about conservation, talk about conservation in one thing, and then we talk about perpetual growth in the other hand, and it's you know, I don't know. I'm going to be dead soon, so I don't really care. You know, I don't really care anymore. They didn't say why they do this. Not me again. All right. Well, again, the person asked that, you know, says why have they done this, is the person that knows the answer. So why don't you tell me the answer, Jason? Why don't you tell me the answer? Why'd you do it? Why'd you do it, Jason? Go on, why'd you do it? Oh, wait a minute, you can't tell me because I just blocked you. I think they just want to be centre of attention. I think that's why they do it. I think it's because they're incredibly sad. But there you go. Don't worry, I'm dealing with it. Look, Jason, here's a tip. Don't be an anonymous J. You know, put a little icon in and change it every so often, and then that way you've got to make them work. Andrew's in. Evening. A lot cooler now. I don't know. It's still quite mild here, though. Like I said, dog cam. Let's put dog cam up. Dog cam is active, and dog cam is sleeping and enjoying the fan. But curtain cam, let me just adjust for curtain cam. Curtain cam, the curtain is blowing. If you can see that. Let's hope that it isn't blowing in warm air. Huh? Let's hope so, huh? There you go. Who gets curtain cam and dog cam on their live stream? No one. That's exclusive to here. Exclusive cam. Fasana says, I think I'm the real Fasana here, but can you be sure? Can anyone really be sure? Drive says it's a nice 15 degrees here in Ireland at the moment. God, you must have missed it all then. It must have skimmed by you. Jason said my last message was about Emerald and the Sniffers. Yeah, don't worry, it's dealt with. Pink says, you know, I hadn't even given some of Talking Heads records a proper full listen. Really like the second one, surprisingly or not. I like their first one a lot. Funny enough. Yeah, but is that the real Jason, or is that the fake Jason? That's the question, isn't it? Fasano, is that the real Jason or the fake Jason? Real Jason is, well, he's doing his own thing. But it's all nonsense, isn't it, really? It's what we do on Tuesdays now. It's what we do. It's what we do. They want me to stop. Andrew says, have you had any fires? What, no. No fires here. No fires here. It's fairly solid, you see. We didn't make our house out of straw and sticks. We made them out of brick, you see. And we should be all right. But yeah, there's been some grass fires and that, and you know, because everyone starts going crazy, and there's a lot of arsonists. They just get off on this shit, don't they? When they're not making fake channel names on YouTube. Because I imagine that they also torture animals and set fires as well, don't they? That kind of mentality. But no, all the houses are intact here. We've had water pipes bursting, Thames Water again, which will eventually flood the entire district. Because I said this many years ago that the entire water supply under Loughton is held together with gaffer tape, and it seems to be true. For there isn't a week goes by when there's a burst pipe. Dave says, any view on Moffy debate? Moffy debate? I don't know what the Moffy debate is. I've seen some headlines in my feed, but I don't watch stupid people talking about records because they're really fucking boring. Is it about, I don't know, using digital masters instead of analog? Because they can tell the difference. Because they fucking can't. Oh God. Oh. I want an analog master. I want an analog master. It's not fair. Look, it's all bullshit. The highest quality master you're going to get is going to be digital, right? And then they use that digital master, to do an analog stamper. And that process will analogify. And that's a special word I've just made up for this evening. Analogify. And then you won't notice it unless you get your dog to listen, and your dog's like a real connoisseur. And you trained it to bark, once for analog, 2 for digital. Then you'll be fine. But trust me, you will not notice the difference. It's a stupid debate that's been rumbling on for many years, but a lot of record companies now, that's how they store their masters. They store them digitally because it's a space saving thing. They're not going to fuck about with analog master tapes. It just ain't happening. I think that's what you're talking about. I don't know, because I'm not part of the debate, because frankly I don't fucking care. I don't fucking care. There you go. Zeb says, Stevenson, please God, no. Stevenson only in America. Pink says, I'd be more interested in a mofo debate. Am I right? Dave says, depends whether you have paid big money. Well, I don't buy Moffy because I don't know what Moffy is. What is it? What are we talking about here? Are they special pressings that are really expensive? Look, if you're stupid and you're going to buy a big box with special pressings in, then you're going to be stupid, aren't you? You know that you know the best one to buy? CD every time. We only buy vinyl because it reminds us of our youth. It reminds us of a simpler time of sitting down and flipping a record. But if you want the better sounding experience, CD every time. Every time. And if you want the best analog experience, tape. You know? That's annoyed everyone now. That's annoyed everyone, isn't it? Zeb says Moffy, MFSL, Super Audio LP CDs. We don't really get them over here. I remember seeing MFSL. Were they in the like long boxes in the 80s and 90s at Tower Records? But they were stupidly expensive then, and I had no urge to buy them. So, nah, I'm sitting this one out. Mobile Fidelity, is that it? That sounds right. And I've heard of Mobile Fidelity, but I've never bought any of their stuff because... Did they do an SACD thing once? I might have bought a fragile SACD of theirs once. Or was it close to the edge? I don't care. It's all bullshit, isn't it? It's just something for men to get into angry circles and gesticulate about. At the end of the day, it's utterly pointless, because your best audio experience could sometimes come from a 99p spunky version that you found second hand, at the back of the store, and you take it home and you find you have a glorious 45 minutes of musical discovery on something that crackles and pops like a bowl of Rice Krispies, fresh out of the packet, with some ice cold milk, and you'll sit there and go, even though that sounded like dog shit, I really enjoyed it. I'm the wrong person. Look, I'll tell you, do you know what the kind of person I am? I'm the kind of person that listens to a record and then presses the button on his amp to put it through all the speakers, so I'm surrounded by it, because I can do that. That's the kind of guy I am. Yeah. Because I like the sound of it like that. Alright? Don't ask me. Because again, people that buy that stuff, they don't actually like music. It's very totemistic, isn't it? It's all, look at me, I've got the special, it's almost like it's a religious relic. It's more about that. It's more about willy waving. My chair seems extra squeaky tonight. It's more about willy waving than anything else. Let's put some oil on that. A little bit of dabba defaulty. Where am I? Andrew says, I've been watching this to Pet Shop Boys. It couldn't happen here. Oh yeah. Mrs. saw that at cinema. I actually asked her out to see that, but she'd already seen it on the opening night. That was the first time I attempted to ask her out, and I gave up after that. Oh wait a minute, I couldn't have done, because we've been together how many years later? 34 years? Yeah, 34 years. Jesus Christ. Ba-ba-da-ba-ba. Ba-ba-da-ba-ba. Fasano says, just for the record, I signed on to YouTube in 2011. That's right, you did. You did, Fasano. Do you know what? That is the correct answer. Well done. For that, you get a prize. You do, you get a prize for that. And do you know what the prize is? Do you know what the prize is? I'm going to tell you. It's a hammer. Well, it's a spanner. Where are you? Can't find, where are you? There. And I'm going to add you as a moderator. Seeing as there's a lack of moderators in tonight. Fasano, I've made you a moderator. There you go. Anyone else wants to be a moderator? You've got to slip me money. You've got to slip me money, alright? And you watched the, yeah, for Sunday watched the Fly From Here video. All those years ago. So he said, I had thick as a brick as a Mo-Fi Gold CD. Sounded the same as the 1997 remaster. Again, I think a lot of it is, you know, a load of old horse shit, you know. A lot of it's just remix that, reissue that, do this, do that. You listen to it once, then you put it back, and then you reach for the spunky old copy you bought at Sounds Familiar in Wood Street in 1989. Am I right, or am I right? I think I'm right. Dave says, have you bought both vinyl and CD? Of course I have. What's he talking about? Pink says, I saw an LP of Close to the Edge on kiosk walking back home today. Didn't even ask for a price. I'm not getting it anyway. Good for you. Resist. Get a second-hand copy. Driver says, I was convinced for a long time that analog sound from my old records was superior. Now the Rhino First 12 Yes albums box set has me rethinking that. Yeah, but that's a load of old shit as well. You're better off with the original. I mean, I'm sorry, but my original pressings of the Yes album and Fragile are vastly superior. Vastly superior. That's just another cash grab. You know, Wilson just lays everything out flat, and you know he's not reproducing the actual experience of being in the studio when Eddie and Chris and whoever else was manning the faders. It's not even coming close to replicate that. He lays it out flat, and you bought it again. Well done. Well done. You get a round of applause for falling for it. H says, did you ever wish you were Rod Stewart? Of course, all the time. Ah, dear. It's like that, is it? It's like that, is it? HJ95, it's good tonight for you. La 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 la. Bye bye bye. You see, you can also tell because I ask really stupid questions. Zeb says, go to Yes's 1994 versions except Topographic Ocean's 2003 Rhino. I don't know what I've got. I've got a load of old CDs I bought years ago. Pink says, no, Darren, I've embraced streaming music for a while now. I'm not buying records anymore. They're too expensive down here. Well, you're right. You can do that. Stream as well. Streaming is just as good. I'm just talking about formats. We're just talking formats. I listen to an awful lot of stuff on streaming now because a lot of the new releases aren't worth my time in wasting my money on, you know. So that's that. So that be that. I mean, there's still records down there I haven't listened to. Just not been really in the mood to listen to music at the moment. You know. Someone says, I had my doubts about HJ95, did you? Dave said, aren't you part of the Willy Waving generation? No. That's where you're wrong. Never done that in my life. Admittedly, you're not buying every record issue like some of the audiophile vloggers, but you are there to tempt us to buy stuff we already have. No, not anymore. I've stopped. Do I own any of that stuff? No. I review it and then I sell it on. And when people ask me, should I buy it, I go, it's up to you. But if you do want to buy it, use my affiliate link. It's all about me making money. I couldn't give a fuck. I wouldn't recommend any of you to line the pockets of the record industry at the moment, unless it's something you really want and really like. Like I said, I've got Laurie Anderson reissue coming on vinyl because it's the first time it's been reissued on vinyl. So there are certain things I will buy, but they're usually legacy items. But you know, doing this all this time. It's the Mrs.
There you go.
Mrs. It's hot beverage. Hot beverage. Is it true that a hot beverage makes you cool in hot weather?
Sorry,
I was talking.
I thought it was too hot.
No, not talking them losers. Them losers, they don't give me any sense. They do, don't they? They say that. So they say. I had a lot of imposters in tonight. The freak is back. Yeah, he wants my attention. I won't give it to him. He's desperate. I think he wants to fuck me real hard. Ain't happening. Mrs. won't let you. Sorry. She has total ownership over me, so there you go. So no, what was I talking about? Waving my willy. No, I don't wave my willy anymore. I was quite interested in a lot of the reissues that were coming out. Because, again, you know, oh, excuse me. It stems back from the Genesis things because I was very kind of ambivalent towards surround sound at the very beginning of it, because a lot of it was gimmicky, and I'm looking at you, Jean-Michel Jarre, I'm looking at you, Mr. Wilson, and I was very sceptical of it. And then the Genesis ones came out in 2007-ish, because it was spread over, and they were the first band to really get surround sound and what it was there for, and they really turned me onto it. And you know, you really did hear new things, and a lot of bands have done it since, you know. But even with Genesis, I'll go back and listen to, I don't know, some of the pressings I've got, and, you know, I don't know, again, I don't know, I'm going through a funny phase. I'm going through a difficult phase at the moment. But again, like all the Jethro Tull stuff, that was purely for review purposes, because you people ask about it. Frankly, I wouldn't buy a Jethro Tull album if you held a gun to my head. I'd rather take the bullet, because shit band, sorry, shit band. Same as I wouldn't buy a Porcupine Tree or Stephen Wilson album. Shit band for shit people to listen to. Sorry, that's the way it is. If you enjoy it, good for you, but not for me. You know, so no, I'm just here to review stuff. But again, a lot of stuff now I review on streaming. I don't even buy it, because I'm tired of it all. I'm tired of the various iterations and the versions of it, you know. Again, I don't think I'm not even going to pick up the 2 remaining Marillion reissues, because I sold them. You know, I needed the money. I sold the other ones. Again, you listen to them once, you watch the documentary, and you put them on the shelf, and they gather dust. And it's like, I'm tired of that process. That process is boring. I'm bored with it. You know? Do, 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 do. Costello says, just tuned in, what are you saying about yes? I think we was talking about pressings and stuff, and I was saying, I like my original Atlantic Plum pressings, which I picked up for 99p back in the day, and I think they're really good. Jason changed his pick. There you go. That's how you do it, Jason. And if you keep doing that, then you'll keep that loser on his toes. Every time you see a fake Jason, change your pick, and then he's got to change his pick too, and you make him work, doesn't it? But then you shouldn't have to do that, because, you know, Costello says, are you going to review the new Alan Parsons Project album? No, because Alan Parsons Project is just awful. Pink says, well, waving our willies if you want. Wee Mad Hatter says, I've a fond. I'm sure you do. Pink says, there's a new APP album coming out. Oh dear. I think it's some sort of hovercraft. Wee Mad Hatter says, I've a fondness for Yes album Talk. Well, that's alright. Costello says, it sounds called From the New World. Just got it. Haven't listened to it yet. Okay. Pink says, I like Talk 2. Came out at the wrong era though. Missed the 80s deadline. And Zeb says, where is the Mistress Cam? I don't know what that is. Titus says, yes, I like it. I come from Indonesia to join in this live stream. That's nice. Welcome, Indonesia. Wisdom says, who is worse, the Smiths or the Cure? That's a bit of a big one. I don't really have an opinion, sorry. Fasone says, I may be your oldest viewer. The Fly From Review was summer 2011. I know, it was a long time ago, isn't it? And I still won't give up. I'm sure there's other people. There might be some other people who are here from the beginning. I think Munnan was an early adopter. Chris says, what's happened to Swissy? The good old days. He's in my pocket. It's just Chris, there's nothing more boring than watching somebody open shit. It's boring. I don't want to set up the camera to do it. It bores me. I'm bored with it. I'm done. I've done it. I'm not doing it anymore. It's done. Move on. Move along. Go and find somebody else who will, I don't know, allow you to live vicariously through them. I have no time or inclination or the money to piss about opening boxes anymore. It's done. We're done. Now you're just going to have to get used to coffee time and reviews of television programmes, because that's what I like more than fucking stupid records. I'm done with it. I'm done. Richard says, do you believe in life after love? Didn't you ask me that last time, Prono? Prono. 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 God, there's a lot of spam in here tonight, isn't there? Dave says, what's your top 5 go-to listening at present? I don't know, that's a list, I don't do lists. Jason says, will there be another prog review soon? Doubtful. Costello says, Ian Anderson's voice is shot. Absolutely. So I'm not interested in his new material either. Martin Barr might still put out something interesting. Obligatory Overcraft joke. It was Homer Simpson what made me do it, Gov. It was Homer Simpson. Oakenshaw says, hello, thanks for sending the heatwave to us Swedes tomorrow. You're getting some of it. I'm ever so sorry about that. I think it's leaving us alone. But it's been positively unbearable in locked towers today. Positive, I was sitting in my shorts. In my shorts. And getting stuck to the leather sofa. Just laying there, just going, I'm dying. I'm dying. Prony says, do I still love the band The Specials? Don't know. They're alright, I suppose. I don't know. I wouldn't say I love them. I like their singles. Chris says, I disagree, you're the master of unboxing. I don't know about that. Well, sometimes, you know, even the king has to step down. It bores me. I'm bored with it. You know, sorry, it's just boring. It's boring, isn't it? I'm trying to think. No, I don't think I'll even bother with the Pink Floyd thing that's coming out. I'm just going to sit here at the camera and do it, because I can't be bothered to set up a camera in the kitchen. Just can't be bothered. I'm just going to sit here and do it. I might even do it live. Might even be a live stream. There you go. Keep your eye out for that. Dave says, didn't Swiss break at some time? No, I didn't. No, he's still here. I broke the tip off. He's a Jewish Swissy now. Look, he's still here. Look. Yeah, the tip of the blade came off. See? But he's still in my pocket. I do have a replacement in the drawer right next to me. I do have a replacement. Never bought it though. Again, my grandfather gave me both of them, which he inched off the freight, I imagine. Richard, are you just here to be stupid? Sergeant Pepper or Venus and Mars? Really? Is that the best you can do? Really? You're going to get blocked if you carry on like that, son. Colston says, how come? I don't know. How come? How come what? Chris says, what do you think of Nick Mason's sauces? It's for old men to weep at and wet themselves with delight. I don't know. It's an exercise in nostalgia. That's great if you're old and you want to hear that music played badly before you die. That's fine. I ain't going to pay and see it. But knock yourself out. Jason says he's got another question about Prague. Oh no. Fasana says social media is toxic. Is it? I don't know. Come back, Swissy. He hasn't gone anywhere, John. He hasn't gone anywhere. Cushion says, I expect you to be doing live stream in a wheelie bin full of water. I can't get the wheelie bin up the stairs. That's the problem. So we live in a flat, you know, upstairs. Ain't happening. It's cooling down a bit though. I can feel there is a change in the atmosphere. Oh no. I know there's been an update. There's been an update to Dogcam. Sorry, I missed it. I was distracted. The dog is gone. The dog is gone. Hannah has walked off. She's had enough. I think I was making too much noise. So dog cam. Could go back to curtain cam. If you want. Don't know. Driver says, oh, he's talking about Ian Anderson's voice. Will I catch the New Waters tour? No! Why would I? Only a fucking moron would go and pay to watch Roger Waters lip sync to a backing tape. He's been doing it for fucking 30 years. Jesus Christ. The guy is the antithesis of a live performer. You know, like I said, I covered it in Coffee Time today. He actually had the audacity to complain because some Canadian newspaper featured The Weeknd and Drake's concerts over his. And he said, I'm more important. It's like, no, you're not. You're not more important. You're just another rock star who thinks that, you know, supporting Julian Assange and Putin is like, I know, some sort of radical. It's like, yeah. Fucking hell, Rog. Fucking hell. Yeah, Jesus Christ. No. I've no interest in it. And what I've heard a little bit on YouTube. It sounds dire fucking bollical. Wisdom says, what do you think about Phil Collins being in Epstein's Black Book? I don't think of anything, Joe. Why would I think? Why? What do you think about it? What do you think about it, eh? What do you think about it? What do you think about it? I think Epstein had loads of people, didn't he? Loads of people, Joe. Loads of people in his book. Do you like Epstein then? Do you like paedophiles? I bet you do, didn't you? I bet you fiddle with kids, don't you? Oh, because I know who you are. Bye. Oh dear. Poor Joe. How many fucking spam accounts have you got? Seriously, Jesus Christ. He is wanking himself silly as we speak. Wanking himself silly. God, there's a lot of spam any time. Oh, Jesus Christ. Water still brings out the pig. Well, that's all he's got, isn't he, really? Pink says, I think I found you due to an unboxing. Everything that happens today will happen today. Curious about packaging. The rest of the show. I've got that, actually, because I sold it. I sold it for a fucking fortune. Fuck me, it went for a lot of money. And I sold it because I always need money, and I've got the footage somewhere. I meant to re-upload it because I did another version of it. The original one was lost, but I did a little unboxing before it went for old time's sake. And again, that's a CD I think I've only played twice. So it says, but Roger has anything? Does Roger have anything new to offer on tour? Seems doubtful. I don't care. Who cares? Does anyone actually care what Roger Waters has to say or do? I mean, there's somebody who is literally coasting on the reputation of Pink Floyd, because nobody wants to hear him do his own stuff. Not really. Oh, go on, do Comfortably Numb. Do another brick in the wall. Go on. Wee Mad X says, Roger Waters says he's way more important than The Weeknd and Drake. He's right. Oh, you're just being an idiot. I think you can go as well. Bye. Come on, we're not having nonsense. Look, the kids are more interested in Drake and The Weeknd. The Weeknd does some really good stuff. You know, Roger Waters hasn't written a decent tune in years, you know. Yeah, he's wash up. He's done. He's done. Doesn't have the hits, does he? Doesn't have the hits. Costello says, glad to hear that Swissy lived to fight another day. Well, you know. Why do they do this? Why do they do what, Jason? I don't understand. You seem to be wigging out for no reason. Nothing is happening. Chris says, Gilmore touring next year, allegedly. Hope tickets aren't £3 each. Well, he's got to buy all those guitars back, isn't he? Again, he's got a new album. I reckon there's a new album in the can, isn't there? So, if you're having trouble sleeping, it's good news. Oh dear. Oh, it's so funny, isn't it? Costello says, I'm surprised that Roger isn't doing the whole Animals to try and cash in the anniversary of the new Animals reissue. Because nobody wants to hear him do that. They want to hear him do the hits, and that involves, you know, Comfortably Numb and, you know, Another Brick in the Wall. I hope they do the bit where the kids do the break dancing. I love that bit. Remember, when a pop star thinks he can change your politics by using a song, it didn't work. It never works. It didn't work for Dylan. It didn't work for Live Aid. And guess what? Ain't gonna fucking work for Roger Waters either, because the kids don't care. The kids don't care about politics. They want to see the inflatable pig and the flashing lights. Yeah, and you do the song. You know, do the song that I like. That's all it's about. They couldn't give a fuck about anything else. They're there to have a good time. They're not going to change their. They're not going to go and vote. They're not going to vote for anyone. They're not that politically engaged. It's only old farts who are politically engaged. You know. But it's too late. It's too late for us. Richard Prono says, who is worse, Morrissey or Waters? I don't know. You tell me. Pink says, have you seen the new Beavis and Butthead movie? It's alright. New season's coming up. No, I haven't yet. I've been too busy watching Stranger Things. Oh my god. Stranger Things. The episode tonight we watched was an hour and 40 minutes long. They crammed 3 seasons into one. It's like, what? In the old days, the episodes used to be about 45, 50 minutes long. And now they're at like an hour and 15. Hour and 20, hour and 40. The last episode, 2.5 hours long. I'm getting tired. It's tiring. It's wearing me out. So no, I haven't seen it yet. Peter Christian says, Water supports Putin? Fuck that. Well, he didn't come out and condemn him. You know, this is the thing. He didn't condemn him. You know, I did the thing about him and Eno being very mealy-mouthed about our Russia. Well, it's not Putin's fault. It's all about NATO expansionism, isn't it? It's because of NATO. It's like, oh, do fucking grow up. You know, you've got to remember that Eno spent a large amount of time actually living in Russia. You know. Yeah? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You know, so they seem to be sympathetic to Putin, which is a bit weird when he enjoys bombing innocent people. But there you go. And frankly, none of those people are worth your time, money or consideration. Like, I'm seriously considering selling all my Eno records over this, because I'm frankly sick of these arseholes opening their mouths and making us realise that they're complete arseholes, you know. And I hope they're haunted by the faces of the dead women, men and children that are killed by Putin's people. I really do. I hope that they're haunted, but they won't be, because they haven't got a conscience. They pretend they have a conscience by saying free Julian Assange. You know, he was accused of rape twice and managed to knock up his legal advisor twice whilst being held in the embassy, Ecuadorian embassy. Did it in the broom cupboard. You know what I'm saying? Because Assange used his fame to basically fuck women. That was it. That's the only reason he did it. He couldn't learn to play guitar, so he did that. And he's a hero. No, he's not. He's not. Again, if you ever been a trained journalist, you know, I'm a trained journalist, don't you know? You realise what he did was wholesale destruction. A journalist picks through information and carefully presents it, and uses and keeps the sources hidden, you know. And Assange just went, here you go. Awful man, awful man. Bye. Yeah, if you support him, you're a chump. You're a chump. Sorry. Chris says, internet privileges should be taken away from the institutionalised. Well, they get into libraries, you see. Get into libraries, that's the problem. Billy Spring says, last time I saw what was I nearly creamed myself. Well, that's because you're about 12, isn't it? I feel very sorry for you. Grantman says, cool. Think cool thoughts and stay hydrated. Oh, I am. I've got my coffee here, and now I've drunk a gallon of water today. I'm surprised I've been pissing more. Drive says, right then, good night, good night. Russell's in. He says, evening. And we know he's the real Russell Watkins because he's got a little spanner. No, there's about 5 fake blocked Russell Watkins. Oh, Russell. There's been a lot of fakey fakes tonight. And Joe says, sorry, I'm better now. Are you? Are you? They're just playing games. It's all fun, isn't it? Isn't it fun? Isn't it fun? You can't block him because we'll still see him. See, all it does is make a load of cobblers. See, he's not even using his old accounts now. Bye bye. Bye bye. Bye bye. Oh, so sad, isn't it? Isn't it sad that you have to do this every week? Oh, he's probably laughing. Oh, look, I'm so funny. Oh, I'm so funny. Can I hold up my favourite guitar? No, I can't. Sorry. Zeb says block him, exactly. Just block him. Costello says yeah, but you can always do the hits in the first half of the show and the whole of Animals in set 2. Yeah, but everyone will walk out. Everyone will walk out. No one's interested. Nobody wants to hear Animals live. Not with him doing it. Maybe if the Pink Floyd did it without him, but not him. Richard says the last Waters album with Godrich was good. Yeah, but then it's Roger Waters' album, isn't it? You know, and I sold it because I think Roger Waters is scum. Sorry. Fasano says Waters is doing one of his new songs called The Bar. Just another one of his moan moan whinge whinge songs. Well, who cares? Who fucking cares? Nobody cares. Because it isn't another brick in the wall. Or that one from Dark Side of the Moon. You know, or that one that they really like, you know, with the children singing and doing the breakdancing. They love that one. Grantman says, start walking with my neighbour and his dog. More enjoyable than going to crowded concerts with reckless, noisy fans. Grant, welcome to adulthood. You have finally grown up. Gyro says, what do you make of the last 2 episodes of Better Call Saul, if you watched them? Oh, come on, Gyro, I've fucking reviewed them. Go and watch the videos. Seriously? You come here and ask me that? I've just done videos on all of them. Nobody watches the stuff. They come in and go, what do you do these? Did videos for fuck's sake. Come on, am I wasting my time? Yes, obviously I am. Zeb says Waters performed a new song. It's in 2 small parts. He claims the piece is 8 minutes long. But I feel like I've heard it before. Yeah, because he only knows 3 chords, that's why. Someone says Eno Fleet of Clay. Driver says, I think I'll go and watch the Hoof GP. Okay. That's nice. Fuck off then. Oakenshaw says, remember that Ukrainian girl wrote to Waters. Took him 10 words in reply to turn into himself and the loss of his father. Now surprise him, that's all it's about, because he is a narcissist. He really is. It's all about him, you know. It's all about him, you know. I think the Floyd were better when they were anonymous and faceless, you know. Well, I'm sure you'll hear more about Waters and his dad, so he likes talking about it. Pink says, gotta go, take care. Same to you, have a good one. So says, he's talking about John Land. Christo says, I've got the green vinyl, but brown would have been more appropriate. I've got the black one, but I've sold it. So there you go. There is no Roger Waters material other than Pink Floyd in the house. Spleen says, if the Beatles were girls, which one would you date? I don't know, but let's just get rid of you, eh? Oh, bye, Spleen. Bye bye. Oh. I love blocking people. It really makes me happy more than anything in my life. Bye bye. Oh God, I just can't stand stupid people at the moment. Sorry, I've just got a zero tolerance for stupidity. Simon says, is Walter still in therapy? I don't know. Stim says, you didn't do a video of you holding your favourite guitar before? No, I've never done that. Sorry, I can't do it. I'm not doing it. Russell says, I think you have a point about Faceless Floyd era. Mark Mother. Well, it goes right up to well, when they become unfaceless, faced even, is momentary lapse of reason, because they have their picture and inside cover. That is the first time, you know, they stepped out, other than like Medal, and Ummagumma, but you know, they were like fate. They were. You know what I mean? Does that make sense? The Floyd weren't used as part of the marketing, whereas when the momentary lapse of reason come around, the Floyd themselves were used, you know, to market things in videos and whatnot, and interviews. There was an awful lot of Gilmour interviews around that time. I remember him slagging off what was something Chronic and saying, well, actually I played all the bass, you know I played all the bass on those records. Grant says, when should I change the strings on my guitar? When your fingers start going orange. Sounds about right. I do not know. Best place to sell vinyl? Oh, I'll just do it on eBay because it's easy. Just sell everything on eBay. Fleabay. Fleabay. Chris says, hats off, Darren. Can't stand trolls. Do you know your IQ? You handle them well. Yeah, well, I did an online IQ test once, which was quite fun. I don't know if I've still got that video. Let's have a look. Let's have a look on the Drobo, if the Drobo hasn't melted. Let's have a look. I don't know if I got it. Because I did do a video, it was a funny little video where I sat an online IQ test. I don't know, I don't think I've got it. Let's have a look. No, I don't think I have. But I think it came up in 140s, I think it was. 143, 141, 145, I don't know. But IQ's nothing. You know, it's just for people to go and get a special certificate. Yeah. Grant says, I promise you never to mention Pink Floyd ever again. You can, I don't mind. Someone said, listen to Genesis Foxtrot yesterday. How awesome is that album? It's very awesome. Genesis are great. I love Genesis. I think they're my favourite of all the progs. They are my favourite of all the progs. It's no debate really. We can talk about them. Genesis have never let me down. Chris says 140 Canal, but it's around there. 143, 145. Billy Smith said, didn't have to block me. I do. Bye. Done it again. Just don't like you. Sorry. If you want to ask stupid questions, go somewhere else. I have a very short fuse this evening. It's the heat. It's the heat. You know. And the fact that you've got dummy accounts on hand to come back and argue with me. Dave says, what have you ordered that you hope might turn up tomorrow? It's a stick-on case to put on my new intelligent video camera doorbell. I didn't want to drill into the frame. It's UPVC, and I've got a sticky one. It's just going to stick on. I'm waiting for that to turn up. That wasn't what you was thinking, was it? You thought I was going to talk about music, but I'm not. It's that. Like I said, I got this Laurie Anderson thing that's been dispatched. That's coming on vinyl for the first time. And that won't come up tomorrow. It'll be probably Friday, I reckon, because it's coming via Resident Music and it'll be a bit slow. Also, the post round here can be a little bit slow, so it's not like Amazon, which I definitely know when and where and how it's turning up. Whereas if I buy anything from a traditional bricks and mortar shop, it can be a little bit random, you know. Thoughts on the last Genesis tour? Asked Alcin. Yeah, great if you want to pay, go and pay and see an old man sitting down. I don't. Yeah, it's been warm. Not for me, but I know people want to see that shit. Personally, I don't. It was all rather sad, wasn't it, really? But there you go. God, it was a bit boring, ain't it? A bit boring? Remember, you can buy. It's really now I've touched it t-shirts. Designed by yours truly, using the finest clip art in all the land. Oh dear. Oh, someone's having a good poke at my website. Oh, you're in Hull, are you? That's interesting. What are you poking at my website for, eh? There's nothing there for you. It just copies all the videos from here. It's really boring. Peter says, if you want to see an old man sitting down, come here. Exactly, I can just point a camera at me. I mean, come on, really. It was just a bit sad. There were so many things they could have done. They could have done that so much better as a farewell, but yeah. Yeah, got good numbers tonight because I think mainly it's all fake accounts as usual, Grant. I think it went up to, is it 40 was the 40 was the most? I think 41 was the highest. But again, it's all fake accounts, so I wouldn't get your hopes up too high, mate. But is there a date for the new Gabriel album, asked Fasano? I don't know. Some say it's early. It's either late this year, so they can announce the tour for next year. But I bet Gabriel's kind of sitting there thinking, this COVID thing, it's still hanging over a lot of venues and that. So I think he's being a bit cagey about it. Rightly so, because you just don't know what's going to happen next year, really. But yeah, wait and see what happens. Again, I can't get excited about it. I'm being cautious. Cautious about it, because I was never a big fan of Up. It was over long. Some bits of it I really like, and some of it I just don't care for. But I really enjoyed the tour. I thought the Growing Up tour was really good. funny enough. I thought this, and again, even the stuff that was on that album, I thought translated well. Though I still don't like Signal to Noise with the borrowed vocals from Nusrat. I think it's just rude, you know. So he's been reduced to just a sample. I don't like that. I don't like that. Peter Christian says, sorry Dan, why? What have you done? And whatever it is, don't do it again. Colston says, have you heard of the Italian band Goblin? Yeah, they did a load of soundtracks for Gallo movies, didn't they? McKenna says, you do a better version of Mama than Bill Collins anyway. Wait a minute. Let me just because it's you. Are you ready? Got to get this right. There you go. That's just for you, just tonight, all right? You know, you can put money in the hat. Give money now. Do 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 da 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 ba 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 do 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 do. It's not him again. It's not him again. Oh dear. There's a lot of Jason Colstons around tonight, isn't there? How many Jason Colstons are you? Dave says, I'm waiting for a new internal humidity thermometer. I took the old one outside yesterday and the LCD screen melted when the temperature hit 49 degrees. Can I claim the UK record? That didn't happen. You're standing on the surface of the sun, aren't you? Yeah, I think you do need a new one. Has it got a guarantee? Maybe you can get the money back on a guarantee or something. Chris says, Primus have been touring Rush's Farewell to Kings. Good, bad idea? Bands copying bands? No, just a fan. It's the sort of stuff that Primus did. I mean, they did the whole Willy Wonka album, didn't they? It's fine if you want to go and see that. Personally, I've seen them do Rush before on like YouTube and that, but it's all right. You've got to be a Rush fan. I'm not, so. Costello says Peter Gabriel should take a go at singing Mama. Nah, you wouldn't bother. Zeb says, are there any Nick Davies Genesis remixes you prefer compared to the original? Yeah, all of them. I think Then There Were Three is a very good remix, because that's again a very dense original mix, and I think that really did work better the second time round. A lot of the earlier ones I think has a little bit more life to them. I wouldn't necessarily that they are my go-to version, but I think if you're looking for a bit of detail, if you're an analyst and you're looking for detail, it's interesting. Though there are some mixing liberties taken where they couldn't quite replicate the same effect, and also that some they've used different vocal takes. Again, maybe they were lost, I do not know, I wasn't in the room. So it's 6 of one, half a dozen of the other. I mean, I like the surround sound mixes. I think they're really good, but I still got the Japanese miniature ones from, and they're good. Just have them. Pete Cush says, who's my money on for PM? Penny Morden. She's going to get it. And it's going to be the worst thing ever. And everyone's going to say, why did we get rid of Boris? Russell says, the real Jason Colston reminds me of the Identity Parade on Nevermind the Buzzcocks. Russell, he's overtaking you for the amount of impersonation accounts. You know how many Russell Watkins accounts there are in the blocked bin? You know there's about 4 or 5 of them. Well, I think tonight, old Jason Colston, he's overtaking you there, you know. Cushion says, well, I had a big brown beaver, indeed. My favourite. George says, do I watch any Gordon Ramsay programmes? No, do you? Cushion says, how comes I'm not a moderator yet? I told you, you've got to send me money. Send money now. Chris Davis says, Prime Minister supported Russia at Sheffield, 92. Poor fella's bombed, funnily. And, well, you know, Cushion says, Penny's kind of hot, though. Yeah, but she's no fucking good. I wanted Kemi to win. She's the only, like, real progressive in that lot. Cushion's got an impersonator, have you? Oh no, that's a problem, isn't it? Simon says, is that Toblerone box? Yeah, it is. It says, Dad is my hero, because my kid's got it for me. Who's at it again? I don't know what you mean. You mean there's someone being impersonated? Oh no, how will I know who's who? Oh my goodness, how am I going to tell? Gee. Well, it ain't you, is it? So, bye. Bye. He's at it again. He's at it again. He is at it again. La 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 la. Oh God. La 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 la. Bye. It ain't me, babe. It ain't me, babe. Yeah, Pete, you got an impersonator. And what they do is they go like this. They come on fake, and they go, that's not me. Expecting me to block you, but then I check them because they always say the same thing. And the creation date is today of the account, and they get blocked because they want me to block you. They want me to block the real people. I know what their strategy is, because they're like 12 years old, or at least their IQs of a 12-year-old. You know? But this is what we have to put up with, because we have fun and they don't have fun in their life. This is their idea of fun, and it's sad. Oh, how fucking sad are you that you come on a nobody channel and do this? Pick on someone else. Go and pick on a big YouTuber. You'll get more people to follow you. You know, you get more people. McKenna says, I've fallen down a Gordon Ramsay Hell's Kitchen rabbit hole this week. Oh, again, and that has been going for years, isn't it? The old Hell's Kitchen one. I mean, the kitchen nightmares. Didn't he do a hotel one as well? I know the missus watches them occasionally when they're like on late night. You know, she falls asleep to them, and I got tired of his stick pretty quickly. I mean, he's all right. I mean, I don't mind him as a, you know, when he was doing them, but I feel like I've seen too many of them, you know. So it's like, I've seen it before. But wait a minute, we have dog cam. Dog cam is coming back. Dog cam, we have dog cam. We have live dog cam action. There we go. She's licking, no, she's not licking her paw, she's shaking her head. We have live dog cam action. You don't get this anywhere else. Nowhere else in the YouTube arena is a live dog cam. Watch this. Hannah. Notice how she responds to her name. Hannah. Do you see that? So I've scared her off now. Just too much stimulation. Scared her off. That's it. Dave says, play Foxtrot and you'll realise all is good with the world. Indeed. Absolutely. Zeb says, of all the drummers Yes could have, they still have that dog who barely keeps time, barely pays homage to White or Bruford. Why did they have to have Billy Sherwood buddy into the band? Because it's the Billy Sherwood band. Grant says, still got all my Genesis in one holder. Keep playing the Ghost and the Geese all the time. Great album. Zeb says, the mods and Darren can quickly spot the fakes without a wrench. We cannot though. No, well, again, it's not quickly. It's just you have to go in. It takes you out of the evening. I don't really want to do this, but they do that because, you know, it slows me down, you know, from doing this, and it's just a fucking massive waste of time. But it's what they got. It's because they've got nothing going on in their lives, you know. And this is where we're at. You know, and in the end, everyone will be a mod. And they'll just block anyone who isn't a mod. That's where we're going. You know? But yeah, it's tiring and it's boring. You know? But this is what we're up to. Russell says, I suppose it's quite flattering to have an impersonator. I don't know, Russell, you tell me. George says, people thought I was crazy for just playing all my late 70s ska records in alphabetical order. But there's a method to my madness. I see what you did there. Zeb says, can I have a wrench please? I don't want to be blocked after the fantastic 10 or more years. Oh, Zeb, you better know it's you. It could be impersonating you, couldn't it? It could be like The Thing. I don't know who. I don't know who. Who are you? Who are you, Zeb? Who are you really? When did you start your channel? Oh, wait a minute. That's easy. Wait a minute. That's easily rectified. I know. Oops, where are you? I'm doing mods. Where are you? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Let me just. Here we go. You can be a mod too. There you go. Anyone else? While we're at it. Left Break says you should share the screen with Freema and Mofi. I know Michael Freema because he's been in my suggestions. He's an old guy who knows music. I couldn't be on. I'm not even fit to sniff his shit, so I would never even attempt to be on screen with him. And I don't know who Mofi is. Is that were we talking about? Is that a YouTuber or is that the Mobile Fidelity? I'm confused. I don't know what's going on anymore. Headline: Night of the Imposters. Oh, I don't know. Dave said that is not a dog name. I didn't name her. That's how the dog's home. The dog's home. Batsy Dog's Home gave her that name. I've tried every other name. No response. We communicate using sign language. I do this. And for walkies. And she responds to that. It's really quite peculiar. We think we know she was used for breeding. And she must have got out or escaped because her teeth are all broken in terrible state. She's only like a relatively young dog. And she was a bit traumatised when we got her, you know. But now she's got a good life now. Even though that old bitch had a go at me when I was walking her the other day. And Hannah doesn't like walking on the pavement. She likes walking on the grass, and she's a bit of a stroppy cow. She pulls a bit, and she walks like this with her head down. And then when we get on the grass, she's like, because she just loves the grass, you know. But I have to walk on pavements to get to the areas of grass, you know. And it wasn't a hot day that day, not like it has been, you know, early in the morning. My dogs are treated better than I am treated, and like I said, the last one, 17 years old. That's not bad going, is it? 17 years. Where are we? George says, what are the main differences between Hannah and Alex? Well, Hannah has no personality whatsoever. She's a sweet, lovely, gentle animal, but she has no personality. She doesn't know how to be a dog. She doesn't play with any toys. She has no interest in dog things. She likes walking. She likes sleeping a lot. She sleeps an awful lot. She doesn't really have any interest in things, whereas Alex was different. He was an actual dog. And he did dog things and played with toys occasionally, and he'd go in the kids' rooms, he'd go and check it on, and if we got any shopping, he'd stick his nose in the shopping bags. Whereas Hannah's more, I'll just stay out of the way, I'll stay over here, okay. She likes to keep herself to herself. But then that's the difference between bitches and male dogs. It's and I thought Alex was lazy, but he isn't. He was a positive dynamo compared to Hannah. Hannah just likes sleeping a lot, and she likes walking and sleeping, and that's it. And sometimes it's like we haven't got a dog, because you go to a basket and she'll stay there the entire day until it's the time for the next walk, and that's that. And sometimes, other times she comes up for a fuss, but it's like, oh, don't want to impose. Can I have a fuss, please? She stands there and looks at me, and I have to gesture over. Come on, you can have a fuss. She's very nervous animal. And again, that's when you have a rescue dog, you never really know what you're getting. With Alex, he was very aggressive towards women, because he obviously was mistreated and bullied and brutalised by women, and it took him a year to get used to the missus and my mum, and because he'd just go "Arr!" And if we walked past bus stops and there was a little old lady sitting at the bus stop, he'd stop and go "Arr!" and I'd have to, very embarrassing. But then, like I said, as he got older, he the dogs are a reflection of the owner. That's what I like to say. And he became a lot calmer. And again, when we got him from the home, it had a sign up saying not to be around children. He's a biter. He never tried any of that shit with the kids. Alex was used as a pillow by Herb. I've got pictures of Herbie sleeping with his head on Alex's bottom, and they'd sleep together. And this was a dog that was called a biter, but he loved those kids. So there you go. But they're all different. But it is difficult getting a rescue dog, because you just don't know what kind of animal you're getting. And this one, she's had a bad start. She's dumb. She can't help it. I think she has a neurological issue, because she flinches a lot like that for no reason. You'd be just sitting there, and she'd be sitting and going like that. And I don't know if she was hit around the head. Who knows? But she's got 2 beds. She's got a great life, and she likes the quiet. She loves the peace and quiet. Different animals, different. I could talk about dogs all night. George said, "Oh, I've done George. Sorry." There's always good old subscriber mode. Indeed, subscriber mode. Russell says Geezer Butler perhaps is the best bass player name. Indeed, he wasn't he? He's a bit of a geezer. John says, yes, drummer isn't the problem. I can no longer play the songs at the right tempos is a problem. Oh, well, Steve Howe speeds up and slows down. He's been doing that for years. What my top 5 gigs, asked Chris. I don't know. It's a list. Zeb says, it's me. Of course I actually. Fasano says, does this happen on any other YouTube live stream, or are you just a special case? I think I'm special. Very special. I don't know. It happens to me because this guy doesn't like me for some reason. I don't know. He won't tell me why. I've asked him. I said, what's the problem? What's the beef? But he won't tell me, because, and I assume this is the same guy that's done the things that he's done, with the other channel and that, and the videos that he does. Again, I've no interest. I don't care. You had your one night of attention. Now we're just going to block you like I did before, like I was doing before. We get to do that again. But I don't know. He won't tell me. He's got a problem with me. But I'm just a guy that talks about music and the news and stuff like that. But I don't know. Wants to make me out to be a bad man, because I am, aren't I? I'm a terrible guy. Look at me. And I a terrible person. I'm evil. I don't know. This guy loves me. I'm his obsession. Oh dear. Just think of it, other men's obsessions. I don't know if it isn't cars or football or women. I've got this guy who's obsessed with me. Fuck me, ain't I the lucky one? Oh dear. John says, it's dinner time. We'll have a good dinner, eh? And Christian says, I wouldn't mind being a mod, but I don't like the haircut you have to get. And you also have to wear those clothes with all the Union Jacks on as well. It's very embarrassing. Jason, he wants a wrench. No, you've not been here long enough, mate. Zeb says, have you ordered stuff from Burning Shed or Cherry Red or Action Red orders? Problems on orders, the 3 Fave Pros I'll buy from. Burning Shed, I'd stay away from them. Cherry Red, and get their stuff from Amazon cheaper. I don't know Action Records. I tend to use Resident Music because they have like limited editions and things and signed copies of books, which I like buying for some reason. Can't stand signed records, but I like a signed book. I'm weird like that. But yeah, I mean, the thing about Burning Shed is whenever I've ordered from them, it always takes forever to get here. And I used to live just down the road from them in Norwich back in the day, and I'd order something and it'd take me forever, and everyone would be getting theirs and on Twitter go, look, I've got my new record from Burning Shed, and I'd be like, and I'd always be last one on the list. I don't know if it was personal, probably was, probably personal. And as for Cherry Red, yeah, I've ordered maybe 1 or 2 CDs from them, but they took a while to get here. But you know, but I don't, you know, it's just cheaper to get them from. It was really important to get another dog ASAP because I knew it was affecting my boy. Herb wasn't expressing it, but it affected him deeply, and I wanted to get another dog in the house ASAP. And I believe that you go there and you take the dog you're given. You know, it's like Alex. Alex was like, I didn't want a Westie. We went to the dog's home, and he just looked so sad. He was a big white thing, and he looked so sad. And I went, I'll have him. I want him. Took him for a walk. He walked around. We had I don't know. There was just a bond. It was like, we'll have him, and we had him. It was as simple as that. And with Hannah, I was looking for a dog that, because again with Battersea they vet you because they don't want to give dogs to people. We didn't have kids at that, but with Alex we didn't have kids, so it was a lot easier to get a dog because they don't care. If you ain't got kids, you can get a dog easy, but if you've got kids they vet you. And so we needed a dog that was okay around. Well, Herb was still quite young, and Verity was a bit older. How long ago? So yeah, Verity would have been 10, and Herb would have been 8. And if you've got teenagers, they're usually a bit better. But I explained that both our kids were experienced dog owners. Alex had been in their entire lives, but Anna was a very docile, placid animal. And we went there, and she ignored us. She didn't want it. She turned her back to us when we was looking at her in the. There was a dog called Harvey in the next pen. He was going, me, choose me, jumping up, me, but it had no children, so we couldn't take him. I'd have had him because he was like, me, I'm the dog you want. Whereas looked at Anna, she came out, walked to the exit, and just looked around and said, not them, because she liked it in the dog's home because she was such a good dog, like well behaved. The security guard who used to stay there overnight used to have her out and sit with him, and she'd sleep under his desk. That's how good a dog she was. And I don't think she wanted to lose that. I think she really enjoyed it. We used to play ambient music. Really nice place, Battersea Dog's Home. Really nice. And it like kind of Brian style ambient music to keep the dogs calm. That's why she likes it. She loves it when I put Eno on. And I don't think she wanted to leave. I think she said, I've got a good thing here. I've got a good. Don't give me to them. Those losers, But so you get a different dog, and it's a different style of dog. She's a bigger dog than Alex, and but I like her. She's my dog now. We've bonded. I feel sorry for her because I think she had a bad start. I thought Alex had a bad start because he was again very traumatised animal when we got him. But this one I think was even worse. And when we took her to the vets a few years back when we first got her, second visit I think it was, they're doing a general, and we had a different vet, and she felt her stomach and she went oh like that. We go when a vet makes that noise, it's expensive. Oh, it's like when a mechanic goes or someone fixing the washing machine. That's when it's going to be expensive. And she went, oh. She looked at us and went, sure, she's been used for breeding. And we heard that from Battersea, and the vet confirmed it. So she has terrible stomach trouble as well. She has to be a very particular diet because she has a very upset tummy otherwise. So She cannot eat only certain things, and that's probably due to her being used for breeding. Her insides are all wrong, you know. So I kind of feel sorry for her in that way. But like I said, she has a good time, you know. And she's my dog now, so that's all that's important. I think dogs are really important, and I think all pets are. But I'm a dog person, and I think they bring the best out in you. They give you a level of empathy that other people don't have. A bit like having kids. They're better than kids, though. Don't let my kids know that. They already know this. They know I'm a big dog person. I'd have 100 dogs. Again, if anything happens to the missus, I'm going to Battersea getting another dog. Oh dear. But no, I'd live in I'd be one of those crazy old men with a house full of dogs. That's what I want. Mr. Trebus, but with dogs. I think they bring the best out of you, and again, and you bring the best out of them. It's a unique relationship. It really is. It's such a unique relationship that we have, and they can be psychic, and they can know how you're feeling. I mean, even Hannah does. There have been times when I've been in a bad way, again, with not feeling well and stress and whatnot. She's come up and gone, need a fuss. She knows that. She knows that stuff, even though she's not as sharp as Alex. She knows that stuff, And I go, yeah, you're not so bad after all, are you, mate? She knows her own mind, though. She's a bit more of again, bitches can be like that. Bitches are a bit more independent minded. They go, look, I want a quiet moment, I'm going to go. Whereas Alex was, I'm your right hand man. I'm with you. Where are you going? I'm coming with you. You're going to sit in the office at 1 in the morning and do the accounts? I'm sitting with you. I know it's cold on that floor, but I'm sitting with you. Where are we going now? Where are we going? What are we doing now? Hey, what are we doing? And that's different. That's boy dogs. They're different to girl dogs, And wholly different dynamic. Fascinating. I find dogs great. I really do. Sorry, I've just gone on about dogs too much. Left Break says, you've made it now. Oh, great. Peter says, sounds like Hannah is depressed. No, she's not depressed. She's not depressed. I think she misses her pups. I think having pups and having them taken away from her. I think she could do with a friend, like a little dog friend. I'd love to get another, like a Westie, because she sees Westies and she cries. She goes for Westies. And I don't know if it's because she can sense Alex, because we've got Alex in an urn under the TV. And I'd love to get another dog to keep her company. But again, we're in a flat, it's small, we don't have a garden. But if we ever move, I'd like to do that. But I don't know, I try and cheer her up, try and make her happy, fuss her a lot, I sit on the floor, make a fuss at the dog, Oh, sorry, my chat's gone all wobbly. Sorry. Oh dear. Chris says, kudos for your dogs. People who take in rescues are top people. Well, again, it's cheap. I do it because I'm cheap. Alex was 70 quid, Hannah was 120. And that's my budget. I can't afford any more than that. Grant says, glad you rescued Hannah from a horrible fate. Well, she was actually, another owner had her from the dog's home, and they took her back. They didn't like her because she escaped. She was a good jumper and went through the woman's handbag. I find that hard to believe. Hannah has no interest in anything like that, and she is the perfect dog if you don't want anything chewed or like the carpet ripped up. She's just a very placid, genteel animal. You couldn't get a better dog, seriously, you couldn't get a better dog. But I like a bit of character. Alex was a character. His shadow looms large. There isn't a day that goes by where we don't talk about him. Even now, and it's been 5 years, we still talk about him, because he was such a character. But I'm sure we'll talk about Hannah as well, when if and when she decides to leave. I hate that. That's the worst part. That's the worst part. It really is. Oh yeah, I shouldn't talk about that. It makes me upset. Christian said, what would Alex respond to trans women? Only if they're old. Only if they're old. It was old women. Simon says, doggy psychotherapy for Hannah. Big money, I would think. Yeah, dogs are easy. They're easy to understand than people. Sano says, maybe your hate is just a deranged porcupine tree fan. I don't think they even like music. Left Break says, you were going to write a book? I've written many books. Christian says, delays getting orders from Cherry Red, even in the UK. Dang. No, I don't think. I think it was just that, I don't know. I ordered something and it just took a couple of weeks to arrive. I don't know if they had it in stock. I ordered it and forgot about it. I don't think it might have been a pre-order and maybe the date slipped. I don't know. I ordered something and it just took forever to arrive. But it arrived, I've ordered maybe 2 things from them, They arrived. It's just I didn't get them like 2 or 3 days later. I got them maybe 2-3 weeks later. But then I don't get, it doesn't bother me. I ordered something the other week from a shop and it took a fortnight to turn up. Sometimes it happens with bricks and mortar stores, Chris says, remember Delirium Records mail order? I think they called it the Freak Emporium. Oh, I remember that. Yeah, I never bought anything from them because it looked like a load of bollocks. Simon says, will you read the featured artist's upcoming book? No, because they're not getting any of my money. Remember, they're not getting any of my money. Simon says, we dog lovers are a special breed indeed. Death Break says, it's 12 degrees here. How's it there now? I don't know. It feels a bit cooler, but I've got all the fans on me, so Zeb says, Thick as Brick is being reissued with box format, and so is the album as well. So great, whoopee, you can hear it again. Woo, whoopee, yeah, woo. Dave says, cheers Dan, great dog monologue, time to call it a day. Yep. There's another faker, Peter. Oh, good job I got rid of him. Good job I got rid of him. Huh? Anyway, with that, I've talked so much about dogs tonight, and the dog cam. She's gone. She's gone upstairs now. The bed is empty. But we can give you some curtain cam. We'll give you a little bit of curtain cam before we go. The curtains are blowing. Look at that. Woo! Ooh, it's like we've got a ghost. It's like we've got a ghost, isn't it? You can see my record deck from here. And my printer. There's my printer there. Look at that. There's a VCR on top of the printer. And then my record deck's in the distance. And there's a pile of records there. Oh. Oh, wait a minute, I nearly dropped it. Anyway, stay cool, I will do. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'm going to skedaddle now because we've done enough damage, haven't we, for tonight? Wait a minute, I haven't finished. I pressed the button too quick. I was a bit quick off the mark then. I was going to say, remember folks, you can't be good, be careful, but more importantly, don't press the button too quick, and secondly, don't tell your mother. Ta-da, thanks for playing.